bird of prey. He is a scavenger, meaning he only eats animals that are already dead out in the wild. His name is Mortimer, and he is a turkey vulture. Mortimer is also very young. He's only about 1.5 years. He might be almost 2 years old now. He was hatched last summer, so no, yeah, he's about 1 year. He's 1 year old, and yeah, and now when you look at Mortimer, take a look at his face. He has kind of pinkish skin on his face. Now, once he gets a bit older, his face is going to turn a bright red, orange color. And so turkey vultures, as well as all vultures, they don't have any feathers on their faces. They're kind of, they're going bald, but that's normal. They, like I said, they're scavengers. They eat animals that are already dead, and sometimes they've been sitting around rotting for a while. So, yeah, a little bit around, yeah, he just routed. He kind of doesn't know what to make of the situation. He's also new to going to shows, but he just rousted, which means he's comfortable, but he's also holding his wings out, which means he's kind of nervous, so he doesn't really know what to think. But so these vultures, in order to get a good meal, they will rip open that dead animal. They'll bury their head inside of it to get all the yummy goodness inside, like the heart and the liver. So you can imagine their faces are going to get very bloody very fast. And in order to get a good meal, and in order to clean off their face, all they have to do is just wipe their face on the grassy patch and they're squeaky clean. Whereas if he were to have feathers covering his face like our other birds, it'd be a lot more difficult to clean off those feathers. A lot easier to clean off skin. Now sometimes vultures go for several days before they find a dead animal to eat. Now, once they finally find that yummy, delicious dead deer, he's going to fly down to it. He's going to eat as much as he possibly can. He's just going to keep eating and eating. He's going to stuff his face so much, he will become too fat and heavy to fly away. So he's just hanging out next to that dead animal, all fat and happy, not a care in the world. But what if a predator comes along, like a coyote? That coyote smells that dead animal, but now he sees this nice, fresh, plump, juicy vulture hanging out next to that dead, rotten, smelly deer. Who do you think the coyote is going to want to try to eat? Yeah, the coyote is going to want to eat that yummy, fresh bird. Nice and plump and fat and juicy. Now remember, he is so fat he cannot escape. He can't fly away. He can't even run away. He's so heavy, full of food, full of meat. But he sees this coyote getting closer and closer, and the vulture is starting to get very, very scared. But all he can do is wait until that coyote comes up nice and close, and then the vulture will release his secret weapon, which is the vulture will vomit all over the coyote's face.
Oh my God.
And remember what the vulture just ate, a rotten deer. It's 10 times worse when it comes back up. So that is a vulture's defense mechanism, projectile vomiting all over the predator. So do you think that coyote wants to eat the vulture now? Definitely not. He's got vulture puke in his eye, in his mouth, in his ears. It's all over his face. All the coyote is thinking about is trying to find some water to wash off in. So vultures, they seem pretty gross so far, don't they? They eat dead, rotten animals. They vomit when they feel threatened. But there is one more nasty thing that they do that I would like to share with everybody if you guys want to hear it. You guys want to hear it? On a hot summer day, in order to cool off, a vulture will pee all over his legs and feet. Get them all nice and wet. And that will actually help to cool him off, especially when a breeze blows by. That'll really help to cool off his legs. it'll cool off the blood in his legs, and that cool blood will circulate through his body and cool off the rest of his body. All right, well, what do you guys think of our turkey vulture Mortimer? Let's give him a nice hand. Good job. All right, so despite all of a vulture's gross habits, they are still very important in our environment. They are like Mother Nature's garbage men. They clean up all those dead animals that are out there, and they are also a dead end for disease as well. Because these vultures, they can eat all of this rotten meat, and they don't get sick. Because of their stomachs. Their stomachs are so extremely strong and powerful. So any disease that's bacteria or viruses that are growing on that rotten meat, it just gets killed right away when it reaches the vulture's stomach. So they stop the spreading of disease by eating all of that diseased meat. Also, for example, if Mortimer were to throw up on your shirt, and we were to leave that throw up there just for a little while, it would burn a hole right through your shirt. If you were to throw up on your car, it would peel the paint right off of your car. So that just gives you an idea of how powerful their stomachs are. Their barf can be that damaging. Their stomach acid has a pH of 1, which is the same as battery acid. Pretty amazing.
Wow.
All right, now I'm going to have to get ready here for our next bird.
Why?
Go get Taylor. I'm only joking, man. Oh, look at that.
All right, everybody. This here is a tawny eagle. His name is Mac. Over here, buddy. And Mac was hatched in captivity at the World Bird Sanctuary. He's 12 years old. Tawny eagles are found in the wild. They're found in Africa, so they're not found around here. But they are related to the golden eagle, which is found in the United States. They're found further out west. As you know, I'm sure when I brought him out, he does look very similar to a golden eagle. They are related. But tawny eagles are a lot smaller. Golden eagles are probably twice his size. But when you look at Max, there are 3 characteristics that make him a bird of prey. Now, birds of prey, they're strictly carnivores. They only eat meat. That's it.
They want my head again.
And they use
You're in the flat line.
They sure like
to help
me.
them catch their prey.
Did you get
The
you that
first
time?
tool that they use is their eyesight. So birds of prey have very large eyes compared to the
Here it
size
comes
of
again.
their head. They have eyesight that
Must
is 10
like me.
times better than our
It was
eyesight.
that comment you made about the hat.
If you had eyesight as good as a bird of prey, you could read a newspaper that was all the way at the other end of this field. You would be able to read that newspaper if you had eyesight as good as a bird of prey. The next tool that all birds of prey have are their long, sharp talons on the end of their toes. Those long, sharp talons help them to kill their prey. Once he finds a rat that he wants to catch, or a rabbit, he will grab it with his feet and he'll squeeze it as hard as he possibly can, and it'll be like 8 steak knives piercing swallowing it very quickly. Some birds of prey
You didn't get me that time. You got you one,
with
Wes.
1,000 pounds of pressure per
What's that
square
in the wrong
inch.
place?
It only takes 3 pounds of pressure to break your finger.
My old sister.
And the last tool that all birds of prey have is that hook-shaped upper beak, which they use to tear the rat right-sized pieces.
You think it's funny,
So if you
huh?
look at his beak, see how it curves downward in that hook shape? It's very sharp and strong, and they'll just rip little bite-sized pieces of rat. Aww.
I wish it land on Candy's head. She'd go crazy.
And he'll swallow those pieces. Now birds, they don't have teeth, so he's not going to be chewing his food. If he wanted to, he could even open his mouth wide enough to swallow that rat whole. Fur, bones, tail, and all. He could just swallow the whole
Come on,
thing.
buddy. Come right over me. Come on.
Now, over in Africa, tawny eagles,
Right here.
let's say Max is over in Africa searching for some food.
You're having fun on
And
this.
he sees a nice dead antelope
Making your
on the
day,
ground
ain't it?
below him. But there are all these vultures surrounding that antelope. They are chowing down on that antelope, and they pretty much picked it clean. There's almost no meat left on that antelope. So what the tawny eagle does is he starts flying lower and lower and lower towards those vultures. And tawny eagles have been blessed with a very loud, boisterous barking noise. So he'll start barking and barking and barking at those vultures. They will get so scared that they will barf up half of the meat that they just ate. And then they'll be light enough to scurry away. And then the tawny eagle will land. And he will have a nice hot meal of vulture vomit. Yay! Come on, Max, you gotta come back up here. Like,
You gonna sue me? You want me back?
there we go. Yeah.
Ooh, almost got Candy
Good
that time.
job. Alright. Max, our vulture barf-eating tawny eagle.
Got that?
Very nice flying, buddy.
Huh?
Now I have to get this leather strap back through your anklet because it fell off. Don't bite. There we go.
That was.
You like that?
Yes.
Wish you weren't hitting me.
I was wanting him to come right over me so I could just kind of like get the underbelly part of him as he went over.
You kept coming to me.
I know.
He knocked my head off. Made Lane's head run into Lane's head, knocked it in my head.
Me and Taylor was getting the head cut and beat out of us. Weren't we, Taylor? But you know what? That was okay. He didn't really look that bad, did he? As long as he didn't talk. As long as he didn't want to eat it.
Now, before we bring out this next bird, I need 4 adult volunteers.
Not me. My dog.
Anybody in the front, preferably? Okay, you two, come on up. Okay, in the pink shirt.
I can't. Can't you do
Anyone
it?
from over here? Okay, come on over here. Is that 4? Okay.
I can't. Lane
All
will
right.
up there with me.
Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm going to tell you guys what to do.
I can't do it anymore. My legs won't let me. Why not, Wesley? You don't like birds?
Aspen gray parrots, that's about it.
You didn't like this one just for me?
Huh?
You didn't like them?
No, I like the only one.
Me too.
They're pretty.
I bet it eat a lot. I bet it could eat a lot.
That was not
Yeah, it's that one right there. You want the littlest one?
You should have volunteered.
I couldn't take the video if I did.
But he didn't take the video.
I like to know what I'm volunteering for.
Alright, everybody, this bird's name is Mischief, and raise your hand if you think he is a type of bird of prey. Raise your hand. Who thinks he's a type of bird of prey? Okay, a couple of you. Well, guess what? He's not. He is a white-necked raven. So, ravens and crows, they are in the corvid family of birds, and they're not considered to be birds of prey. They kind of look like they could be, but they are not birds of prey for a couple different reasons. First of all, birds of prey, they're strictly carnivores. Like I said, they only eat meat. That's it. Ravens, however, ravens and crows, they are omnivores. So they'll eat pretty much anything that they can get their beaks on. They will eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and berries and insects. They will also eat dead animals as well, or if they find, a little mouse, they'll try to eat that. So they're omnivores. Also, they don't have those three tools that we talked about with birds of prey. They don't have those large eyes with the good eyesight. They don't have the long, sharp talons on their toes. I can hold him on my bare hand, and I'm just fine. Also, they don't have the gripping power that birds of prey have. So fine. And also, they don't have the hook at the end of their beak. His beak's a little bit curved, but he doesn't have that characteristic hook shape that all birds of prey have. But white-necked ravens, they are native to Africa as well. Actually, so yeah, we have two. I think I misspoke earlier. We have two. We have two birds that are not native to the U.S. The tawny eagle and then the white-necked raven are native to Africa. All the other birds that we brought with us, they are found right around here. They're native to the United States. They're native to Missouri. But white-necked ravens, as well as all ravens and crows, they're very intelligent birds. They can learn to say words just like parrots can. They're very close to the intelligence of parrots. I don't have anything yet. So sometimes he's very stubborn. I'm going to try, I know he's excited about the recycle bin over here, but I'm going to try to get him to say something for us. He knows that I have treats for him, so he'll only say it if I give him a treat. Alright, wait for that too. Okay, calm down. Can you say hi for everybody? Can you say hi? I have a treat for you. Yeah, you have to say hi first. Say hi. Hi. Good bird. You guys hear that?
Goodness.
Tried to get him to say in the microphone. He said hi twice. Oh, that was my chin. No, you don't bite my chin. Yeah, I know, this microphone, he doesn't like it. He's like, I want to eat it, and then I'm going to try to eat your chin instead. Alright, I'm holding you over here from now on. Alright, he also knows how to say hello, and he can mimic a lot of sounds. He mimics coughing and sneezing, and he does this really creepy, evil laugh. Really evil sounding. And he also mimics car alarms. He hoots like an owl as well. One thing he usually does for me in shows is he will cough. So I'm going to try to get him to say that, or to do that. Okay, Mischief. Are you sick? Can you cough? Yeah, you hear someone coughing? No? Can you cough? Can you do that? Are you sick? Are you sick? No, that's not coughing. Are you sick? What is that? Can you say hello instead? How about hello? Hello. 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 Can you say hello? What is that noise? You don't get a treat for that noise. Hello. Hello. That's kind of why we named him Mischief. He doesn't really listen. He's very mischievous. Hello. Oh, fine. Forget it. Okay, we're gonna try something else. He's gonna demonstrate something for everybody. I know. Yeah, that's what he really wants to do. See, look how excited he is. All right, buddy. Now, the volunteers that came up, you guys can stand up now with your cans. Go ahead. Good bird! What a good bird you are. You can give him a round of applause. Give him applause. The water bottle. Good boy. One more. Oh, there's a giant water bottle. Can you carry that one? Oh, it's heavy. Oh, no.
Bless his heart.
So, recycling is so easy, even a bird can do it, right? How many of you guys recycle? Hopefully everybody recycles. So, Mischief demonstrated how to recycle aluminum cans and plastic bottles. So, aluminum and plastic, those are just two things that you can recycle. There's lots of other items to recycle. Paper is very important, cardboard, also glass as well. You can even recycle your old electronics, like your old computers and your old TVs. You don't want to just throw those out into the trash. You want to bring those to a recycling center where they'll melt down and reuse all those parts. So the more things you recycle, the less trash is building up in our environment, which takes away habitat for these wonderful animals. Also, the more things that get reused, and the less for example, trees have to be cut down in order to make things like paper. So it's just one of the easiest and most important things that you can do to really help out these animals in their habitat. All right, let's have another round of applause for Mischief.